What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Now, as you can see behind me, I am currently standing outside of my apartment building. Now, I actually don't live in an accessible building, or what would be considered an ADA compliant building, I guess, or accessibility friendly. So I thought that it would be fun to kind of show you guys my apartment and explain a little bit of the differences, at least from my perspective. So let's go check it out. So the very first thing that actually makes my building not so accessibility friendly is the doors. Now, unfortunately, my doors do not have an automatic button, as you can see. Most doors of an accessibility friendly place, building, apartment, whatever, would actually have a button that would automatically open the doors. The reason for this, for those of you who can't figure it out yet, is for people in wheelchairs like myself, it is really difficult to push a chair and open and close a door at the same time. We technically need both hands, or most of the time need both hands on our wheelchair in order to get around. And adding in the fact that I would need to open and close the door makes it a little difficult and not accessibility friendly. Now, obviously, for someone like me who's lived here for 2 years now, it's become very easy, but I can guarantee you, for somebody who doesn't have my experience, it might not be as easy. Okay, so now, as you can see, we're back in my apartment. So let's get into it. One thing that I'm very lucky to have in this building is an elevator. Not all apartment buildings will actually have an elevator. If an apartment building has more than 3 stories, I believe, that is when they need to have an elevator. So with my building actually only having 3 stories, I'm very lucky to have an elevator in my building. Now I actually live on the first floor. However, back when my husband and I first moved in, we were living on the 2nd floor. So if you're a disabled person and you're looking to move out on your own or into a new building, make sure, especially if you need it, and especially if the apartment building is only offering 2nd or 3rd or whatever floor places, make sure, if you need it, that you find a place with an elevator. As you can see, I'm currently sitting in my living room. However, my apartment has an open floor plan, which means that my living room, my kitchen area, and dining room are all kind of connected. The kitchen itself is kind of in its own space. However, it's open. There's no door in between the dining room and the kitchen, which is fine. It's great, actually. It's a lot easier that way for me, because especially when I cook myself dinner or any other meal for that matter, and I have to get it out of the kitchen into the living room or dining room, because yes, I do eat in the living room sometimes. It's a lot easier for me to carry things with an open floor plan and not have to worry about dealing with any doors in my way. One of the main differences between my apartment and one that might be more accessibility friendly is the door frames. Now, because my apartment is not for a person specifically with a disability, the door frames are actually normal size. Now, what I mean by that is it's a lot harder for me to get my wheelchair in and out of those certain rooms because the door frame is a lot smaller and my chair does not fit. In a more accessible housing facility, apartment, whatever you want to call it, the door frames would actually be large enough for any size wheelchair to be able to go in and out of any room anywhere in the building. So that is one big difference between my apartment and one that might be suited for more people with disabilities. Now, while my kitchen may have a nice open door frame and the ability for me to go in and out of it, move around in it, whatnot, one of the downfalls of my non-accessible kitchen is the fact that the cabinets and shelves are up higher than I can actually reach, which unfortunately makes things a lot more complicated for me. However, something that my family and I did to make it easier for me is we just bought a cabinet that we now have on another side of the kitchen, which I can easily access every part of, and so it has all the things that I would need in order to cook by myself and for myself. So that makes it a lot easier for me. Last thing I'm going to talk about is my bathroom. Now, my bathroom is definitely not accessible in any way. Number one, it's not wheelchair accessible. I can't get my wheelchair into it, which is fine because, like I said, I can walk. However, not everybody can. So a wheelchair accessible bathroom is sometimes needed, sometimes a plus, that kind of thing. Another thing is my shower is not accessible either. I have a bathtub shower, which I'm actually able to lift my legs up and out and whatnot and easily transfer in and out of the shower. However, like I said before, not everybody has the ability to do that. Because I can't stand very well, I do actually have a shower chair in my shower and a removable shower head in my shower so that I'm able to shower more easily. And if a person with a disability actually lived in a handicap accessible housing facility, those things would most likely be supplied to them with the apartment itself. However, because I live in a non-accessible friendly place, I had to go out and buy them myself. There you have it. I've told you a little bit about my building and my apartment specifically. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to let me know what you think about it in the comments. Let me know of any ideas you guys might have for future videos, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!